who's about to deliver my child is ordering her Uber Eats. Hey guys, we're back with another video. Today I'm going to be telling my birthing story. So I need everyone to pour a glass of wine, get some coffee, pop some popcorn, because this is story time. While we're all waiting, I need everyone to subscribe to the channel. I'll just take a sip of my coffee while I'm waiting. So basically the story starts with me having to be induced. So I went to the hospital, they gave me the Foley, and then I had to go home for the night. They were gonna call me in the morning when they had a bed ready. So basically I was tossing and turning all night waiting for them to call. They finally called at like 7 a.m. and they said, Kaylee, we have a bed ready for you. Take your time, eat some breakfast, get yourself together, and then come in when you're ready. I had mid-panic attack at that moment. I don't know how she expected me to eat some breakfast. I was freaking out. But anyway, we made it to the hospital. And nurse number one, I'm not going to say names for these nurses. Nurse number one was amazing. She had me all comfortable. She was just, I felt so comfortable with her. She got me all set up to all the machines. And basically this doctor came in and was like, hi, I'm going to break your water now. I'm like, oh great, come on in. So he basically broke my water. And I was like thinking, okay, I'm having this baby soon. Like, let's do this, you know. And well, that didn't happen. So what happened was the guy for the epidural came by. So he's like, okay, I'm gonna do epidural now. I'm like, okay. And I personally found that the epidural did not hurt at all. Some people say otherwise, but all you have to do is stay really still. That was great. Basically numbed my whole entire body. And I was chilling. Like, I was having a great time. I was talking about having other kids, way more kids than just this one. I was on the clouds. I have a video. Let me play it for you right now to show you. Having a snack.
Feel good?
I can have like 3 more kids.
3 more kids?
So basically after all that, it was basically a waiting game. So I was waiting to dilate more. I think I was at 3 centimeters for a very long time. We're just waiting and waiting. The nurse just kept me comfortable. She kept telling me to sleep, even though I couldn't sleep. And people were allowed to come in the room and visit back and forth. So it was nice to see some of the people waiting in the waiting room for me. So the first nurse left. So she was done her 12-hour shift. And I still was chilling, not making any progress. But anyway, so nurse number 2 came. She was an angel from heaven, I'm telling you. The first nurse was amazing. This girl, she just understood me. She was amazing. She said, I'm gonna deliver your baby. I'm like, let's do this. Still not making any movements. So then my OB, who was on call at that time, came in and said, if you want, we can do a C-section, but you don't have to. The baby's comfortable, you're comfortable. And I chose to keep trying because I felt like if I could go natural, I would like to still try to go natural. So basically after I hit 5 centimeters, I started to feel the contractions because my epidural was kind of wearing off because I had it so early on. That was painful.
So how do you feel now? Tell me.
I'm done with the 3 kids now. I'm just gonna have this one, that's it. It's not even painful, it's just like I'm just done. I'm hungry. So then my nurse number 2 had to leave and I was devastated. I asked her if she could stay. I offered to pay her double. I did not want her to leave. She left. And nurse number 3 came in. Don't forget about nurse number 3 because she's a lot about this story. So she comes in and she's like, hi Kaylee. I just want to let you know first, I am not nice like the other nurses. Oh great, because you know I'm going to deliver my baby probably with you now since I've been in labor for the last 24 hours. I'm all mad now because this nurse is talking about how she's not nice and I'm about to give birth. Like I'm almost at 9 centimeters and I'm just a wreck now. Anyways, the doctor comes, you're 9.5 centimeters. We're gonna start getting ready. We're gonna start pushing. Okay. So there we go. Then I reached 10. I started pushing. pushing to me wasn't that bad, except obviously it wasn't successful. So the nurse was like, you know what? Let's do a C-section. I'm like, you know what? Okay. I just want this baby out at this point. I've been here for now 28 hours. I'm just ready to go. So they wheel me down, and I just remember passing by the waiting room, and my whole entire family, like probably about 25 people, were in the waiting room, and I just waved at them, and I was smiling, and they're all having a heart attack because I'm having a C-section now, and you can even tell that I was nervous because I was just waving like I was a celebrity. Anyway, so we get down to the room. They said, okay, Godson, you have to wait in the hallway. Once we get her all hooked up, you can come in. So I'm freaking out. And they said, just put your hand out like this, and he's going to hold it as soon as he comes in. So I'm like, okay. Mind you, all the doctors are running around like little minions, trying to get myself ready to have the C-section. And the doctor who's about to deliver my child is ordering her Uber Eats. I'm sorry. I heard her saying, excuse me, whoever's the runner needs to pay attention to my phone because I ordered Uber Eats, and if they call me, someone has to run out to get my food. They're coming in an hour, but we don't know how long we're going to be here. I'm sorry, could you pay attention to me? I'm having a C-section, and you're talking about you're ordering chicken wings. Like, lady. Anyway, so what ended up happening is I felt them cut me. So right away they put me out. Seconds after. I'm telling you, it was probably the biggest trip I've ever experienced in my life. I was going down slides, and then there was different colors, and there was psh, 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 all these colors flashing before my eyes. Then I'd go down the other slide, and there would be like dark red, and then it would be like pause, and then all of a sudden you hear, I'm like, it sounded like little minions, like, you couldn't hear what they were saying, you could just hear them trying to talk. It was so weird. And then I was going down the next slide, and then there was all these flowers everywhere, and then I'd go down again, and then there was like these little flying objects, and they were going, I was like, then I went down the last slide, which brought me into the basement of the hospital, where I woke up. So I wake up, and I'm looking around, and I see this machine above my head that was going beep, 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 beep. Like my heart was dropping. That's what it kind of sounded like, not gonna lie. So I'm looking around, and I'm like, hello, hello. And nurse number 3 walks by casually, and I'm like, hello, nurse number 3. And she looks at me, she goes, yes. And I was like, so confused, like, what happened? And she's like, you had your baby. And I was like, oh, I had the baby? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, oh, is it a boy? And she's like, yes, it's a boy. And I was like, well, where is he? And she's like, oh, he's in the NICU. He had trouble breathing. Like, so casual. I was like, what? And then she's like, oh, he's fine. Don't worry. Okay. So then anyway, whatever. So she said, we're waiting for your blood work. If your blood work's good, you can go see the baby. I'm like, perfect. So I'm waiting. Godson was able to come see me while we were waiting. She goes, oh, the blood work's good. You can go. And I was so happy to say bye to nurse number 3. Not to be rude or anything, but wasn't really feeling the vibe from her. Anyway, so we go upstairs. They wheel me in this big bed into the NICU where all these people are. I don't know what I look like. I was just in labor for 28 hours. I had a dent in the back of my head from my ponytail from laying down on the bed so long. I didn't know what I was looking like. And I was rolling up in there in the bed with all my cords all attached, going to see my child. And I was like, embarrassed kind of. At first I was like, nobody look at me. I'm just gonna roll through the building like I'm just rolling through. Anyway, so they finally rolled me through, and I got to see Casey, and I was a little sad at first because I couldn't hold him yet, but he was all touched the machines, and like they had to untouch me and everything before I was able to get up to hold him anyway. So we just kind of had like a quick first visit. Then we went upstairs to my normal room where I thought I was staying. And first things first, I looked at the menu because I was starving. I was just there for 28 hours. I'm hungry. So I'm looking at the menu, and all my visitors just came in the room all at once. I was so excited to see everyone. And then all of a sudden this nurse comes with the scariest face. I thought it was in a scary movie. She goes, Kaylee, you have preeclampsia. You have to go downstairs and be on medication for the next 24 hours. I'm sorry, what? My blood work was normal. So I don't understand what happened all of a sudden. You changed your mind? You just want to torture me more? Anyway, she's like, everybody move. And they literally picked me back in the bed and they rolled me down the hallway again. I was like, is this a joke? So only Godson can stay with me. Everyone else had to leave. No visitors. I couldn't even go see the baby. I was stuck in this room for 24 hours. She said it has to be dark and I just have to sleep. I was livid. Anyway, so we got through that. So we got through the 24 hours. It was the next day. And I finally got to be detached from all this stuff. And they wheeled me down to the wheelchair to see Kaysen. I finally got to hold him. And I got to feed him. And then later that night, we were able to do skin to skin. And then we went to sleep and we woke up in the morning and then we got released. So that was like the most amazing feeling, to be able to go home finally and take Kaysen to see all my family and my friends. And that was probably the best part, is leaving the hospital. And I was walking out of there waving at everyone, you know, it was really nice. I do want to add at the end though that even though I had a crazy labor, I would do it all over again. No, I wouldn't. That's a lie. Hold on. I'm just kidding. But anyways, all I wanted to say is, even though I had a crazy labor, it was worth every minute of it. Kaysen is so precious and he brings so much joy to our lives. And I love every minute of being a mom. And even though sometimes it could be scary, it's worth every single moment. Thank you guys for taking the time to watch our video. I hope you enjoyed it. And please feel free to comment any other story times that you would like me to share with you guys. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.